As somebody who has spent almost 20 years as an entrepreneur, building multiple and running multiple businesses, I'm also as a father of two, a husband, a runner, and a guy with many hobbies. Time management is something that I has been struggling for years. Because for the longest time, I thought time management is about trying to fit things into the schedule that is already packed, right? Because I want to maximize my personal life and also I want to maximize my professional life. As an entrepreneur, I see all this possibility. I see opportunity for different businesses. As a father and a husband, I want to maximize my experience in life. I want to do a lot of things. And that's why 24 hours is not enough a day. And that's when I realized that time management could be the key for me to have it all. And for the longest time, I thought time management is all about tactic and technique. So I spent a lot of time reading, learning from courses, and hiring mentors and coaches. The truth is, all those tactics work in certain level. But as I spend a lot more time practicing those tactics and apply to my life, both personally and professionally, I see some changes, but not a lot of changes. I'm still struggling with, between personal life and professional life. That's when I hear Tony Robbins said, anything you want to achieve in life, 80% is a mindset shift and 20% is a tactic. And that's when I realized, ooh, maybe I've been looking at this all wrong. Maybe the entire time that I've been spending on is just a 20% tactic. Let's say you're a basketball player, you want to dominate the game. There's so many techniques that you can pick up, but you know for sure that those fancy techniques that will help you dominate the game is built on some basic technique. Without those basic technique, there's no way you can master the fancy technique. So the thing of time management is the same thing. Time management is kind of like a game, like a basketball game. It's just this time, this game doesn't end because no matter what you do, the clock keeps ticking, the clock keeps ticking. So the key to time management is about learning the basic and get the basics so good to a point that you're no longer doing it, you're living it. And there are 5 keys to unlock this time management secret, and that's what I'm here to share with you. Full disclosure, all these 5 keys that I'm about to share with you is not originally from my own knowledge. I learned it through my own journey and from a lot of really smart people, whether it's full coaching, reading, and seminar. I learned it and I practice it and I've started to experience results. And that's when I realized that this 5 keys that I'm about to share with you is truly the needle mover to time management. I want to acknowledge you for spending your time to watch this video series, and I promise I will not waste your time. I'll do everything that I can to share everything I know about time management so it can help you unlock the secret so you can finally have the time freedom that you always wanted. Let's jump right in. The first secret is the Pareto famous 80-20 rule. Pareto principle is all about 80-20. Basically what that means is 20% of the effort should generate 80% of the result. Right? So that goes for anything in life. It goes for time management, it goes for revenue, it goes for output, everything that you can name it is based on this rule. So on a business level, the first time when I experienced this is when I was reviewing my quarterly report for my self-defense products. At that time, I was selling stun gun and tasers. That's another story. At that time, I have about 70-ish product, right, in my business. And that's a lot. I was looking at my quarterly report, and I noticed that 80% of the revenue is actually generated by just a handful of items, roughly 20%. So Pareto was right. Once I realized it, wow. So I just literally focused all my energy to that 20% of the product, which is like small, it's a handful of it. I was able to work less and generate a lot more result. And the business almost doubled within a few months. It's because all the money, all the effort, all the time, and I was focused on the product that actually generate money. And then I started to apply this to my personal life as well. At first, it wasn't easy. It doesn't come natural, right? As a perfectionist by nature, I like to do everything, to the 100%. For example, like fitness. I always want to have this fit body, and my problem is I always try to sign up for a program. I try to map out my calendar and try to have all my diet ready to go for the next, whether it's 90 days or 6 months. Like I try to have everything mapped out like to the 100% before I even start. What the result was? I found myself a lot of time that I never even get a chance to try those programs out because I was so focused on being perfect and trying to maximize everything before I even start taking action. And that's when I realized that maybe I should start trying the 80-20 rule. So in this case for me, it was workout personally. I just started drinking like a gallon of water, right? A trainer told me that if you start drinking a gallon of water, it could be the needle mover. So boom, needle mover. It perks my interest, right? 80-20 rule, check. So I'm drinking a gallon of water every day, and that helps me to not overeat. And that's the needle mover, that's the 80-20 rule. It's because I put in such effort to do that, it wasn't easy to start with. Then I feel like, well, I don't want to waste my effort on anything else. Then I started to sleep better. So I started noticing what really the 80-20 rule can apply to at least my fitness, my exercise, on how I eat. And now I started to see results. And not only that, because of that mindset shift of 80-20 rule, I was able to live a lot healthier lifestyle, and I was able to stay fairly healthy in my own standard, that I can, have the energy to do the things I want, which is run a half marathon distance every Friday. So that's my personal goal, right? Once you adopt the 80-20 mindset, you start to see things that where you should spend your energy and focus on. Is because we all have limited amount of resources, right? We all have limited amount of time. Everything we have, so to speak, is limited. So by able to identify what the needle mover is, and only spend our energy and effort and resources in those things, and whether it's personal life or professional life, I was able to maximizing lot higher potential with lot less effort. So that's the very first secret to time management. And this one alone is gonna change everything you do if you not already apply this in your life. I can tell you personally, just by applying this one rule, not just apply this rule, but start to practice a lot more often in both professionally and personally, and start to really live and breathe 80-20 rule, everything in your life will shift. So that's secret number one. Now that you discover secret number one, don't stop here. Secret number two, secret number two is what sets high achiever like Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, and many others than the rest of the world. So stay tuned, click on the next video, and I'll see you there.